Smoke there to block off Mini, and then a swing with the P250, looking for a fight, and almost getting his head taken off by that USP. There's a follow-up. He's not afraid to fight, but maybe he should be. Now they've thrown a grenade inside, but it doesn't really matter. Nork and Hoppers have got the first 2 kills. Twist will go down next. Oh god, Electronic is fighting his way back in the round. Big double. Can he close it out as well? He's in the corner. And they know exactly where each other are. A minute left here. Cooking for the fight, and a tag. Knock all the way down on low on health. 6 health left. And that's going to allow for a bomb plant. What a crazy pistol round.
Bomb has been planted. It's amazing that Navi is able to stick into this round so much. Electronic with no armor as well. Nock's going to come all the way back around. So Electronic, it's all up to timing. And he's going to sink back. He's going to take the peak. 6 HP. Finishes it off. Triple kill for Electronic. When Simple gets dropped so early in the round, he's still able to come through Mini and make it work. That is some effective trading for Navi in taking this upper bomb site.
I really can't believe it, because they lose the first 2 kills, and then there's just a whole bunch of kills coming back in. Electronic in charge of 2 of them, and the 3rd one here. That's kind of shocking.
That's just such a good job with Electronic coming in. You can see he's able to pick off players just as they're fighting other people, able to get some very clear angles. Well done strategy, well done execution from Electronic. I'm very impressed. 4 Deagles and the CZ on Plopsky.
Smokes from Navi going all the way outside, down towards Hell over there. So that kept a couple of people. Now they've only just really poked the A bomb site. They're not really committing to it. And NIP sniping away with those Deagles, hoping for some good connections here. Electronic, I don't know if he spotted that or not, but he's made his way over, and they have so much time, they could wait for him to work the bottom part of this map and maybe find an opening somewhere.
Yeah, the scary part about it for Electronic, though, is you're kind of working this on your own with an AK-47, the only rifle your team has. So if you do meet resistance and lose that fight, you're offering up an AK-47. Now, no one's downstairs for NIP, so he hasn't had to encounter anything just yet, but if he wants to get involved in the action, nice little lobby crunch late, Flamey is going to handle it, and that might take all the pressure off Electronic, especially this follow-up push. They know exactly where the last player is. He's going to go down 2-0 for Navi.
Yeah, that was a good, almost pre-fire towards the hut after he was in that first fight, Flamey. Heads up play, yeah. As soon as he sees this, he's just so ready for it. So, that's nice to see.
I think it's a bit mistimed for that lobby crunch as well between Hampus and Nock. That fight on Hampus took a little bit of extra time, and that second swing from Hut didn't come for a little bit extra. Allowed him to transfer over.
Flopsky with the suits. Why has he got it over there, though? What's going on? Did he already fire it? No, you just look at it. This isn't the place for it, Plopsky. You have to be down in the vent. Maybe he's gonna jump down from the high ground. If so, all is forgiven. Yeah, get back up to heaven and make a leap for it.
We had that flying knife yesterday. I think that was that Rez who did that? Could get a flying Zeus.
They're walking all the way around. Looking for the fight against Electronic again. An AK-47, don't want to be giving it up. Pretty good grenade, will explode Hampers, and now more backup is here, so now they can afford to be a bit more aggressive once again. Just don't lose the rifle is really the key. Plopsky's got the right idea. Oh, no! Oh, they were right on top of him.
All 5 kills.
Yeah, that's not bad. Electronic building still. I mean, it's an ace against, Nika, so we'll give him that, but still, 8-0 for him. He is building a pretty good sheet at the moment for the first couple of maps here.
Yeah, he's on the path to having quite a nice series against NIP. Op is out in the hands of Twist on the defensive side. This is going to be the first gun round we see NIP really battle for. Twist outside, Plopsky and Nock. One's going to go through Mini, Nock's going to push up to red box. A lot of utility used into the upper bomb site early on. A significant amount of early pressure, but nothing to follow it up with at the moment.
And actually not a huge response from NIP. They didn't have a lot of grenades, but they actually managed to hold on to a fair few of them. So that's not necessarily easy, the restraint to not, throw more grenades in as you see more and more being blown up through that squeak door. You could be tempted. But they've at least held some of the smokes and some of the flashbangs here. So we shall see. Hampus getting flashed back off that corner. Doesn't want to stick around for too much longer. So that's some good map control for NAVI, although it doesn't solve all of their problems. They still need to figure out where to actually go from here.
And they only have one smoke and one Molotov to do it with. This is going to be the danger of NAVI on their T side. We know they like to slow play their rounds, but that means they have to be so smart with their utility. You only have the one smoke to block off Mini if you want to go back to this upper bomb site. That's going to leave Heaven. It's going to leave plenty of things open for this defense to be effective. Perfecto transferring over. Simple still lurking in ramp room. Electronic slow playing outside. And Simple now going to come to join up with the hit. I would imagine they want to come in and bring Electronic into Mini late. Good opening kill for Flamey, clearing out Plopsky's corner. No response, no rebuttal yet, but Rez on top of the hut can still put a stop to this all. They're slow playing it though. Now he's been spotted, and now he's caught. And no one else moved inside.
Wow.
Even when his teammate went down, Rez was still all alone on top of the hut. No reaction from NIP. They were frozen in place.
Yeah. That's actually really, really shocking, isn't it? Nice kill from Twist, and I mean, the bomb has only just gone down. I can understand why. It's almost frustrating, isn't it? You get so many kills in the afterplant, but you're so far away that it doesn't really even make sense to go for it. I completely agree. I have no idea why he was alone for that long, Rez. It seemed like ages when someone could have been at the high ground up at Heaven to help him out or anything like that. It would have been big, but never comes through. So a 4th round for NAVI.
Man, and he was just never able to get into a good fight. He was looking the whole time for a follow-up, someone to come out hut, someone to like follow up that door hit. He wanted to take that battle instead of being over towards door, and it just never came. Eventually, he just gets spotted out. Nice job from Perfecto, landing a nice headshot, but the fact there's no other defenders there that makes that a pretty easy take for NAVI. They're up 4-0, and we got our first timeout drawn out of the defense.
So we'll see. Twist and Hampus with the 2 rifles here. Don't know if they want to try and spread it out a little bit. I mean, Hampus and Twist could both drop for a teammate, so yeah, that's what they're going to do. Try and make sure they can put up a defense here in the 5th round. But still a bit of a scary round, or map to begin with here for NIP. Having lost their old map pick and now onto the pick of NAVI, they need to do a little bit better than an 0-4 start. Lots of options as well for them to still go for. I mean, that AWP on Twist, if they could find an early kill with that would make their jobs a lot easier. Look at how quick Electronic is being, waiting for the actual wall to go down, or I think he may have been picked off there, so that's fortunate, but he's here really fast.
Already down to about half HP though, so Knock has a real opportunity, but again, this kind of fast pressure, you touched on it last round, NIP holding on to some utility. This round, they've spent a lot of it. Couple of nades coming out, that smoke down low to slow down, and already the AWP is picked off. Good shot from Simple, and he's going to remain aggressive. He knows he can't get peeked from stairs, obviously Electronic is in that position, so free reign to just peer over towards Heaven, towards lockers, and Hampus might be the next victim.
Yeah, Simple, so quick on the trigger there, and he doesn't want to re-challenge it with the AK. Can't really blame him for it. 55 seconds, Flamey really far back from that lobby, does not want to get crunched in there, which is one of the dangers. And the rest of the team working their way down through the hallways, and that's going to be very hard to stop with just a deagle now. Nork has got one fallen quite far back there. Yeah, they have a chance here. They could do something maybe. Let's see if Nork could at least get a kill and fall back. He's going to have to do that for the rest of the team to even show up in time, because all the rest of them are up at the A-bomb side and not down below. So yeah, this is a little bit scary. And he's going to get one good headshot. Needs to pick up that rifle, and now there's a little bit of time being bought. He's got a second player with him here. Hampus to take down Electronic. A grenade down as well. Oh, it's looking so good right now. Nork finally going down, but look at that clock. 10 seconds left on it as Hampus finally gets dropped. Rez and Plopsky sneaking in. It's a 2-on-3, but Navi are low on health, and still be Flamey to hit the headshot. That's a big difference maker, and that smoke might just ruin Rez's day. How is he going to be able to walk through here? He's thinking about it. Jumps right into certain death. And a 5-0 lead. I think there was a big chance for NIP to win that round.
Yeah, especially with the clock running low. That's normally where you're able to steal a round away from NAVI that you had no business winning, but unfortunately, they handle it just well. Perfecto comes in late to dispatch of that final player in the lower bomb site. And again, you touched on it, a little bit slow on rotations down to that lower site. Knock was there all on his own. Hampus was just arriving right when he got into his first fight, but man, NIP not able to slow down this Navi machine. AWP on simple and 4 AK-47s. It's all Deagles for the defense, and they've got a good presence outside. Flashbang coming in, but Electronic is not affected.
Yeah, now they're going to be checking everything. Once you see someone that far forward, you're going to make sure you look for all the little corners.
Yep, all the alarm bells go off, all the red flags pop up. You are very cautious, and now they can slow things down. A 5-on-3 with over a minute remaining in the round. Plopsky might be the next up on the edge of the smoke. Perfecto is going to clear it. Missed shots from Plopsky. Still a couple of players outside, though, and that's all being handled. Hampus, they know exactly where he is. Headshot angle for Boomich, and he will find it in the end.
Oh, man. It's a flawless round. Survived with 3 in the previous one, 5 in this one. It's going to build a pretty good economy. Now, NIP are back with a buy, but this is, yeah, a big warning to NIP that it's time to turn this around. And I'm not even really sure, I'm not sure how to do that necessarily. Twist lost a fight to Simple earlier when they both had orbs out in the yard, so that's a bit of a problem. He's now down in the ramp room. Could be a good place to pick someone off. He hasn't really used it from there yet. They could probably guess that he has it somewhere, but maybe he could snipe someone away. An aggressive setup outside. I do like it. This is NIP trying to change things up.
Well, I mean, listen, it's going to weaken the rest of your defense, right? 2 players dedicated outside because that's what's been getting punished so much. That means Twist is going to have a big job to do. He needs to make correct decisions in falling back if he's attacked, and it leaves Plopsky and Rez alone. Now, the big question is going to be whether Navi still heads outside at some point. If they still set up those smoke walls, obviously just because Electronic can get picked off early, but they want to maintain that presence, that ability to take outside. Knock, ready and waiting. 1 teammate over in the staircase.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, I don't know if it's not clear that Hampus can actually help Knock out if they do check him, but they won't. Electronic going down. Now the rest are in lobby, and how long are they going to wait around here? If they go quick, maybe they can beat them to get back. Flopsky, though, that's a fantastic double kill. That's the bomb on the ground, and that should be the round. The first one here for NIP. Perfecto gets dropped, but yeah, that was just, I think that was Navi deciding, as soon as they lost that outside control, let's just go, and that was through the smoke, and that's everything Plopsky could have wished for.
Well, I think it's also going to remind Navi to make sure you're clearing all your corners, that you're going through all the details. Electronic didn't even look to his left, didn't even consider it as a possibility. So he gets absolutely slaughtered. This is a great first round for NIP to win. All 5 players surviving. They get to upgrade some of this armor to include head armor. They get to upgrade and have all the utility that they'll need. This is a very solid opening victory for the defensive side. It's going to be 6-1, and they're even letting Simple save the AWP. For good reason, they did not have the money to go for the chase. And NIP's finally on the board. 1 kill on Rez. Man, they just don't have a whole lot of frags on the defensive side, do they? 4 kills on Hampus and Knock each, 3 kills on Plopsky and Twist each, and we're 7 rounds completed already.
Yeah, and 2 of those kills for Plopsky were in that round, so yeah, you're right. The output is really lacking at the moment. Well, they got themselves on the board, so this is the chance to keep building. And again, now we have to check those corners. Knock nearly burning alive, and he's going to go down. There's no surprise. He was trying to sneak into secret, but look at this fast move from Rez. Wow, that is disgusting. We don't see that very often. He was all the way up the ladder on that T-roof in a matter of seconds. And Navi, I mean, I don't even know what you do now. Guess just keep moving forward and try and forget about Rez for a while, because going back to find him could really take a long time.
I think you kind of have to, though. You almost have to go clear that out. Especially, you could see Perfecto looking for it. Oh, he's going to find him, but he can't complete the kill. Rez is brought down low, and Rez is just going to stay there and fight to the death. Now, certainly, when you lose Perfecto, who's gone back to handle that, now you're right. You have to move forward, but you did want to clear Rez out just to help Flamey's position, because look at how much pressure he's under with low health. Electronic already has a standing in the lower bomb site, and Simple is cautiously crossing over to help him, but I don't know how you get into the site and get Flamey involved in the battle.
Flamey has an HE grenade, but this is a pretty big rooftop. I don't know how you guess where to throw it, and as soon as you get spotted, it's kind of bad news. Hampus with a very, very nasty off angle. That's going to be very hard to clear out once you open that door. It's going to be open right then and there. A smoke for them to try and get out, but another smoke on top, and that's making things even more tricky. Spray down from Hampus is going to certainly end the round, and Flamey's outside here with 18 seconds. Either needs to save the AK if he wants, or go for a fight right now and die. I don't know. That's... yeah, I don't really understand why Perfecto didn't win that fight, to be quite honest, though. He had the early shot against Rez.
He missed. I mean, that's really just the simplest explanation possible. Yeah. He had the fight he wanted. He had the fight he was looking for. He just missed the shots. And sometimes, unfortunately, that does happen. And even more unfortunately, we caught it all on camera. So that's a bit uncomfortable for him. Second round for the NIP defense. But still plenty of money for Navi to still work towards a third or a seventh round in this half, excuse me, and put a stop to this streak. But if you're NIP, you're living the dream right now. First round you win, 5 players survive. Second round, 4 players. So automatically, you have a good amount of cash built up in just 2 rounds. That's a well-done recovery for NIP, but they need to build more upon this.
Yeah, a lot more. I think one of the positive things to take away from here really is the amount of people that they're surviving with. So they're starting to build money behind them pretty quickly. And now we are losing most of theirs. So there are a couple of lines that are going to be intersecting here as Navi drop in economy and NIP are on their way up, and that could be a big turnaround early on in the first half here. I say early on, sort of midway through the first half, really. Let's just see. But that was a round that was won by basically by Navi not checking corners, and this time by Rez being really fast. Do they have more tricks on IP? More little, things they can throw into this early game?
We'll see. That's a pretty big trick to bust out, and then, the opening 8 rounds of a half. This is a nice one from Plopsky. I like this off angle, in towards the old school dark spot, just waiting for someone from Navi to approach hut. A lot of presence outside, though. The other part of this position from Plopsky isn't just like the confusing angle and maybe a tough battle to clear. It's the information he can gather. And Perfecto never even expects it. So now Plopsky backs away, happy with the advantage that he's given his team. And look at the utility on Navi. It's an absolute nightmare. 1 smoke, 4 flashes, a Molotov, and an HE grenade for the rest of the round to take an entire bomb site. Navi's going to have to win some battles.
Yeah, especially the first one, right? If they lose the first fight coming out of the hut or even out of Squeak Door, it's pretty much done. Rez goes for a bit of a fight. I don't think the AWP was even looking there. I think it was looking up at the high ground. Hampus really far back. Should be good for at least a kill. And at 28 seconds, that 1 kill is going to be everything. And Twist is there with the crossfire. That should be the round right here. 2 on 4 with 20 seconds left. They're down below, but even if they get the bomb plant here, which Simple might, I don't think it's going to make a big difference.
They're going to.
Oh, yeah.
There's nobody even nearby from NIP. Yeah, he's going to get the plant. Flamey's in position. This is winnable, Anders. When you can... Oh, maybe not. Plopsky delays, and Simple can't get the shot off. It's all on Flamey.
That would have been a big no-scope if it could have worked out. Tapping the bomb, and now they know where Flamey is. He's in a fight for his life, and I mean, even if he got that first kill, wouldn't have made a big difference. Nice triple kill from Plopsky, and a 3rd round for NIP again, surviving with 4 members. That ramp defense really caught me off guard. I probably thought Hampus was going to get that 1 kill, but it's the fact that Twist is there for the off angle. That's great. What timing.
I actually thought the idea from Navi was really good as well. They fake an upper hit, and it's not to give them the freedom to go downstairs, it's to get someone to peek from the bomb site into hut. Simple was looking for that equalizing kill with the AWP, and he got the peek he wanted. It was very shallow. It was a tough shot to hit, but NIP just reacts so well afterwards. And the fact that they've won these rounds with so many people surviving, this sets themselves up to recover very nicely in this half. If a Navi cannot get a plant in this round, they're out of money.
Yeah, that bomb plant actually did make a big difference. That's one detail. 2 on 4, so could have been a round where they actually didn't even get that. Electronic taking a bit of damage outside early on. Boomich is here to try and help him out. Let's see. And those smokes are dangerous. He's going to get taken down as well. Twist through the smoke. Be fun to see how much he could actually see there. I'm guessing he probably could see over a little bit. But a quick trade, I think Navi will be fine with that.
Yeah, they absolutely will be. 1 for 1 outside. That's not too shabby at all. Boomich has some danger. This position from Knock, it's all down to timing on Boomich if he peeks up at the right point. The other members of Navi, Perfecto towards ramp room, 2 players in lobby, that's Simple and Flamey, and there goes Flamey, but Knock is traded off immediately, and now they can start crunching in towards Mini. Rez lured out into the open, Flames at his feet, and it's all down to Plopsky, off angle, he cleans up Boomich, now his position is revealed, and it's fantastic trading, but Twist is dropped down, and he finds himself in a one-on-one. It's Simple to try and clutch this out for Navi.
Yeah, he just ran the gauntlet downstairs, and now Twist, I think, smartly picking up the AK-47, although he's low on health compared to Simples. This could be a really awkward fight. He's going to be opening the door and swinging for it. That took a second longer than anybody would have wanted. He's still going to win the fight, but that made everyone real nervous there. 7-3, and Navi back, shutting down NIP, and in spite of everything, that's actually costing them so much money to rebuy. I think, did he not have head armor here, Rez? I thought he died really quickly to that Galil.
He might not have. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm actually kind of amazed that Simple just booked it down the vent so quickly. He bailed so fast on that play to the upper bomb site. But a nice round from Navi. Great entries provided by Boomich. First the kill on Knock outside. The next one coming through the smoke and Mini. That's a play that has actually destroyed NIP twice now that I can remember in this half. They did it on the pistol round as well with Electronic coming through that smoke. So a lot of attention being taken at the upper bomb site. One player sneaking through Mini. But by virtue of so many clean wins for NIP, 3 rounds in a row where they survive with most players alive, they have so much money.
Yeah, that makes a pretty huge difference, doesn't it, after all? They do need to keep winning, though. Otherwise, they could drop back down, and 7-3 is still, I think, right now, Navi, they're loving this new pick.
Yeah, they obviously look pretty comfortable on it, but remember, it was the defense on Mirage that was so brutal. Electronic is going to have a tough time again. Last time in this position, he did not clear to the left, and Rez is distracting enough to maybe fool Electronic again. And look at the gun barrel. Knock, he has to absolutely see that.
Yeah, he definitely knows. Oh, Electronic, lucky to be alive. Might want to either get someone up on the silo to help out, or maybe just play a bit of a distraction here. Amper's going to be forced back on the other side. Man, they still don't know about North, though.
Well, I think it's okay, because I think Electronic has turned into a lurker. Remember, they heard the M4, they saw the aggressive AWP, so Electronic is just like, alright, I'm alone, I don't need to do anything. If they keep 2 players here, that's just a lot of manpower outside. The question is, where do they go otherwise to really allow Electronic to be put into a good position? He's backed all the way off. Plopsky, again, aggressive off angle that nobody expects. Finally traded, but a double kill is just brutal.
Simple, sneaky, and he wants to make up for it here. Only about 35 seconds right now, so this is going to be the big play for Simple. If it works, they could actually change the outcome of the round, but they're a man down and running out of time really quickly. This is so scary, Simple. This is the chance to make it big. He's going to find that AWP outside. Twist is down. Now Rez is inside of the bomb site. The flashbang right behind him. They're coming through the hut as well, and they'll take him down. What a godlike play here. 16 seconds, but the bomb will be planted, and now it's a 2-on-2, and they catch Nor coming in through Mini. Hampers in an almost unwinnable 1 versus 2 here. Coming in from heaven like this is very, very tricky, even with the Molotov in his hand. He's going to walk in, but the instant trade is there. Fantastic round out of Simple with the triple.
Yeah, huge play, and he just has the understanding. You get that 1 kill outside, that defender in the upper bump site, we talk about it so much. Once heaven is exploited, poor Rez, you have just nothing to do. I'm very impressed, though, Plopsky. Some of these positions on CT side, the nerve, the boldness to get into them. We see him pushing Hut into getting into dark spot. That's a unique angle as well that nobody's going to clear out, but just a masterclass round from Simple. We've seen that a number of times in this half from Navi, but I think that's the first time we've seen it have real success, where they've kind of pressured ramp room enough to leave Simple in that position behind the boxes in the corner, but previously, I think the rest of his team just died so quickly that he couldn't really do anything. At least this time, he's sitting there patiently waiting for his moment, and as soon as maybe like one kill comes out and forces that swing player to be committed, that's when he makes his move to go up heaven. So that's a really well played round from Navi. I mean, we've always kind of asked the question, it's great to like take over a ramp room, but you sometimes feel like you don't have anything to do once you have it. That's a cool way of actually finding some use of ramp room control.
Yeah, really worth keeping in mind. 3 people without any head armor against that Mac 10 of Electronic. Just a small detail, doesn't have to be a problem, but sometimes it will be. I'm looking for it anyway. Early aggression out the street door, 3 men just rushing right in and catching Plopsky in the middle of that bomb site. That's a big problem, but Rez is there, a fantastic double return. Might just give them what they need, another one to add on top, and somehow they all get defeated by that one from us. Simple, trying to see if he could do this all on his own, 1 versus 4. He had the right idea, but I think NIP actually smartly not just fighting him and leaving him with, yeah, just let him fall back if he wants to. Better than coming through the smoke anyway.
Well, now they know that he's back trapped in the door as well. Smoke is going to delay things, but Knock peaks before it. A 4th round for NIP. At this point, at this stage in the half, I mean, NIP is just trying to get as many rounds as humanly possible. Navi's already done a great job. If NIP can claw these last 3 rounds in their favor, that'd be spectacular for them, but Navi's already got a great half under the belt.
It'd be, I don't know, there were 3 people coming in to take that fight, but Plopsky was in the middle of the site, and then there were no more grenades being thrown or anything, so Rez just had a pretty clear view. I mean, I don't know if anyone from Navi could have thrown the grenades. Maybe it's not fair criticism, but I'd love to see it again. Electronic, I think. Oh, look at this. He's surfing all the way into mini. I wish he would have kept going. That would have been fun to see. Anyway, he's maybe catching Nork outside. Quick kill and an AK-47.
He was going to until they saw the presence or felt the presence behind Redbox. And then he thought he'd go deal with that. So a nice cleanup from the damage that bo3 did. To go to your point, I think the reason you're not seeing them throw utility out that HUD the previous round, that's a fight I think most people are going to be just happy to take. Yeah. When you have Rez just like a straight angle like that into HUD, especially with the FAMAS, I think, you know, that's a fight that you're more than happy to have as a rifler, as an AK, or trying to entry into the upper bomb site.
Four on 4 now. That AK-47 on Electronic. If you could find Twist out here, it'd be a pretty good fight for him, but he's got Rez there, so doesn't want to step far. He's just going to swing for it. That's so dangerous, and he'll win the fight. No, that one they're following up, Rez had just gone down from heaven. Otherwise, probably would have been a swift return. Now it's a 3-on-3, and Plopsky, he's going to close the door politely. Flamey wants to see if he could maybe take advantage of that, though. It's a bit dangerous to try and do this. There's the opening. No connection yet. They're going to swing for the fight, though, and the FAMAS will go down after a quick trade. So now it's a 2-on-2.
Ooh, Simple has a decision to make, toying with the smoke. Rez in the site. There's one in vents as
10
well.
seconds.
But the time on the clock is not an ally, as it usually is with Navi. So Electronic, he needs to go. He needs to die. I can't believe they actually just killed him. They could have just waited until the timer ran out and really punished him.
Yeah.
What do you think, Anders? Do you think Blast sent Navi like a giant case of these new TW Steel watches?
Yeah, you have to assume, right? I don't see why
they should just have the partnership and make like a Navi/TW Steel watch that only tells times in 1 minute and 55-second increments.
You know, you're touching on something here, Jason. I think, people, that was already a discussion. So I don't see why not. I think it would be helpful. Maybe it makes a little beep every 5 seconds, so another 5 seconds. Oh, boom, here we go! He's gonna get it! Saps Twist. It's all worth it. All worth it, ladies and gentlemen. 2-on-3. That's what we needed to get 5 back up. Yeah.
Yeah, he came back for that as well. He had a great run in towards Mini, and he was like, nah, I'm gonna get this Zeus kill.
That's so amazing.
2 M4s picked up. bo3 always delivers.
Weren't they just saying that he was taught by Zeus as well? So there's that angle. Maybe it's a little bit of a shout out.
Yeah. To his former mentor. The student has become the master. Well, they were so quiet for so long, and then Electronic makes a footstep, so that's awkward. They're going to rotate back around towards Squeaky Door, which needs to be opened, so that's awkward too. Flashbangs out, Molotov's out. One and Mini not blinded, and Boomich gets stuck in the vent. It's a classic situation. Electronic, though, with 40 seconds, needs to find Rez, but he's looking up, not down. And NIP have a 6th.
And I suspect his gun model was probably blocking his field of view there, so couldn't really see what was going on. Yeah. What a weird round. It's a running Tech-9 kill, but obviously this is the highlight. Even if they lose the round, still obviously worth it. 8-6. Well, I mean, if NIP could find a way to get the 7th round, still have a game in our hands. And again, we talked about how both teams, at least on Mirage, were having a really hard time defending anything when they were on the CT side. So it could be a similar thing. I mean, we could be seeing Navi's strong T side and a potential crumble coming in for the second half. That could be what's in the cards.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, to see how that will unfold. Simple on just a Deagle, 2 AKs, 2 Galils for Navi to work with, but NIP's done a great job in recovering. 3 in a row now, looking for 4. Smoke's going to be set up outside. It's a deeper wall. There's a bit of a gap that is completed with a 3rd smoke. Twist wants to jump over this one, and a little bit of a one-way. A gap gets spammed by Electronic. He's probably fallen prey to that position many times.
They have so many people outside. I mean, Twist is starting to fall back, but otherwise Popsky was a Mini. Nork is out here. Bit of a crossfire, but he just moved. So unfortunate for Nork. I think if he'd have stayed put, probably would have had that. But Perfecto also goes down, and now Rez sneaking a little bit closer. Wants to see if he can surprise someone here. Big chance here for NIP to maybe get it done. But instead, they both get taken down. I think Plopsky was over by the Squeak Door, so they probably wanted to both push and attack that lobby at the same time, and that completely backfires. Looks like a 9th round here for Navi. I don't see anything that Twist could really do.
Yeah, I think NIP got really scared that